Hi everyone, I'm Bronte Healy. I originally started a Tumblr blog where people were able to ask me questions and I would post pictures of myself and Liam. I am a teen mom, for everyone who doesn't know. I had my son, Liam, when I was 16 and I got pregnant at 15. So I was definitely young, but a lot of people were writing on my Tumblr saying, oh, like it'd be really cool to start a YouTube channel and to give people like video updates. So this is my cat. This is like my first video. I'm gonna kind of keep this video like really short and simple. I'm not gonna really go into too much detail in this one, and then I'm gonna make other videos about specific things like my labor and delivery, the hard parts about being a mom, all those type of things. So basically what I'm just gonna talk about, how I found out I was pregnant, how I got the word out and everyone's reactions, and I don't know, like my emotions, like that I was feeling when I found out, how everyone kind of took it. I found out I was pregnant in January from my pediatrician because I was getting blood work done. The first Grant was at the doctor's with me, but he was not in Grant's Lamb's dad. He was not in the room with me just because I didn't know what I was getting told, so I didn't want it to be something super embarrassing and then him be there and I'm like, oh. So it was just me, and she was like, do you have like any idea why you might be here? And I don't know, I wasn't stupid. I kind of was like, am I pregnant? And she was like, yes, you are, you are. So she talked about like why, like what my mom was gonna say, like if I was nervous to tell my mom. But my mom had an idea before, because she's like, oh, like you're really late. My boobs got a lot bigger, and she's like, so like is there any way? And I'm like, oh no, like no, like there's no way, like don't worry about it, like don't even talk about that, like there's just no way. But then when she got told that I had to come in as soon as possible because they got my blood work back, they like an alarm went off and she's like, no, you're pregnant. So she didn't come to the doctor's with me because she was at work, but she texted me, and I remember I got the text message when I was in the room literally getting told that I was pregnant. She sent me a text message saying, no matter what, like I love you and everything's gonna be okay. So that was, at the moment, I was so comforting, and it was like, I don't know, it really showed my mom's character. So then I walked back into the waiting room, and I just said it. I didn't even like sugarcoat it, and I said it in front of so many people. I was just like, I'm pregnant. Grant, there was some, oh my god, ew, this is, okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't, oh, there was like a huge bug. But so I told Grant in front of a bunch of people that I was pregnant. I got some looks, but it doesn't really matter. At the time, I just wanted him to know. And then my mom picked us up because my brother dropped us off, and I called my mom and I was like, I'm pregnant, and she was like, I could have found out that my daughter was dying of cancer. You having a baby was like the least of my worries. So she definitely took it the best. She never yelled at me, she never got mad at me, she never told me she was disappointed, she never got upset. She said like she knew I needed the support. She knew that support right now would either make or break me. So she really helped me out. Grant, we told Grant's mom. So Grant was the first person that I told. Then it was my mom, and then it was my stepdad. My mom told my stepdad the next morning, and he at first just needed a day to sit on it, and then I was never really close to my stepdad, so I didn't really, I don't want to say I didn't care. He was like kind of like the least of my worries. Like my immediate family to me was the most of my worries. Like my dad, my stepmom, who I'm really close with, my brother, Grant's mom, those are the people that kind of like I had in mind the most. But he talked to me the next day and was like, I'm gonna support you and all this stuff. So he took it well. He definitely took it well. And then the next person that we wanted to tell was Grant's mom. My mom did that, I think it was 2 days after we found out that we told her. Grant and I weren't there. She did it herself. And she almost saw it coming. It was kind of weird. But I don't really want to go into a huge amount of detail of Grant's mom and Grant's family because that's not really my place to share. I can share my family. Oh my god, I keep hearing like all these really, really weird stuff. That's not my place to say. Maybe I'll get some videos of Grant and Grant can explain. But so then the person that I was most scared to tell was my dad. I think we told him after like, I think it was 3 or 4 days after we found out. And I was so scared. I knew he was gonna be mad. I knew he was gonna be disappointed. It was just, that was so nerve-wracking, and I had like this knot in my stomach because I didn't know how he was gonna take it. It was definitely the scariest person I had to tell, but it was my mom's idea for her to tell him. So my mom drove up to where he works and told him and my stepmom, and he at first was very angry, reasonably. He was upset, he was disappointed, his mind just went to the negative side. He said some things that he didn't mean, but I know how my dad functions. He gets really, really mad. He needs to just yell and he needs to say stuff. And he said all that stuff to my mom, and then I got a call that night and he said all the stuff and he yelled, but I knew he didn't mean what he was saying, and then he needed to calm down, and then he wrapped his head around it. He thought about it like, oh, it's not the end of the world, like there are so many things that could have happened that are so much worse. So we talked him around, and ever since the first night and then on, he was so supportive. He texted me every day, how are you feeling, how's school going, and now he's so involved, like he's obsessed with Liam. It's really, really nice. And that was definitely a huge weight off my shoulder once he came around, because I've always been so close with my dad that I really needed that. The main person I had to tell was my brother, Thomas, who he was kind of just like, he didn't really know what to do. It was kind of awkward. He's like, that's cool. He kind of shook it off. He's like, what are you gonna do for the future? And I'm like, I'm keeping him. I didn't know whether it was boy or girl at the time. And then I'm just gonna go to college locally, because that was the first thing that went into everyone's mind was, you're not gonna be able to go to college now, which really isn't the case. I'm living at home through college, and then I'm going. Wait, I just got a message. It's weird. Okay. What are we saying? I'm living at home and I'm commuting to college, so I'm just not gonna have the college experience, which is fine. And then how I told how everyone else found out. I think like my family and I kept it to ourselves for a month, and we just dealt with everything. Grant's family dealt with him, and my family dealt with me, and like what was gonna happen. We talked everything out, and then when we decided that the time was right, I just told my really close friends and told them, like, you can tell people, like, I didn't just come out and just be on Facebook like, hey, I'm pregnant. So like there were rumors going around. People came to me and was like, I just want to know if the rumors were true. I confirmed them, and then once I thought that everyone had a good idea, I posted something on Instagram. It was like a belly shot, and I think I made a caption like, I'm in love with someone who I haven't met, or something like that. So that's basically how I told everyone. My school was absolutely amazing. Everyone was so nice and so supportive. The teachers were really supportive. My teachers found out. My mom called and talked to my guidance counselor, and then my guidance counselor emailed my select teachers. I keep hearing weird sounds. Emailed all my teachers, and they came in and they just flat out told them Bronte Healy is pregnant. And all my teachers were really, really nice and really, really supportive. A lot of them did say something, like pulled me after class and was like, I'm here for you and all this stuff. But that's basically how everyone found out. Okay, so that's all I'm going to cover for this video. I'm definitely going to make more in the future about, well, pretty soon. I'm going to try to do them a little more frequent. I know it took me a really, really long time to do this. I just haven't had the time, and I didn't know what to say, so I'm sorry if this was really, really awkward. But I'm going to make videos. But I'm going to put my Tumblr in the link below, and you can write on it what you guys want me to talk about. I'm not going to answer all of them probably, but I definitely read them. I get so many that I can't answer all of them. I know I'm going to do one on my labor and delivery. I'm going to do a questions and answer one. I'm going to do like Liam's schedule and all that. I'm going to do how my relationships change with people. I'm going, like, I have a lot of ideas. I need help like organizing them, which I do get. So definitely keep updated. I'm going to post this onto my Tumblr, and thank you so much for watching.